So now that the hunting season's over for most of us, it's the perfect time to give our firearms a little tender love and care. So I'm here at Capital Sports in Helena to see how the experts do it.
And that expert is David Tobel.
We're going to clean this rifle.
Cleaning your gun can be a pretty simple process, but let's be honest, it's one that a lot of shooters overlook.
Well, it is important. You know, you've been out in the snow and the rain, the wind, the dirt. You need to get it cleaned up.
All right, we're going to need to pause things here first, because before we get into just how important firearm maintenance is, we need to talk about firearm safety, because that's where you always need to start.
You go get your rifle out of the gun safe. First thing you want to do, open the bolt action, well, you know, whatever type of action it is, open that action up. Make sure the magazine's not loaded, check the chamber, make sure that it's not loaded. You know, every time you pick that firearm up, check the magazine and check the chamber.
Okay, now back to safely cleaning your rifle. The biggest problem is all of that snow and rain building up on your gun over time. And after a full day in the mountains, cleaning the gun kind of falls down the list of things to do once we get home.
Not cleaning them after they've been wet and then putting them back in a rifle scabbard and zipping it up, putting it in the safe or setting it in the closet. Those cases and a safe, because most of the safes have carpet in them. They'll attract a little bit of moisture, and if you store them for longer periods of time, they will rust.
And when that rust gets there, it could cause some serious problems.
If you don't completely clean your firearm, you know, any of the oil residue on there, it collects dust and dirt, and it can cause, we've seen firearms in here that they haven't been out of the stock for 20 years, and the trigger mechanism, it's got dried oil, dirt. It can cause misfires. It can cause the gun to fire when you don't want it to, just because of the buildup of grunge over the years.
So do your future self a favor and do a little cleaning at the end of this hunting season so your next season can be a successful one.
And I know we already talked about this, but the most important part about proper firearm maintenance is making sure your gun is unloaded first before you start to clean it. Reporting from Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.